Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Theta Ministries and Podcast. I'm your host, Wes, and it's been a few days. Um, I'm a day late on this episode. I apologize for that. Uh, I've been sort of running out of video ideas for both the podcast and YouTube. And I think the reason for that being is me not having a consistent idea for each video, and I haven't been planning my videos in advance far enough because a lot of the times I just pop on here the day of the video. I mean, the day of the release of the podcast itself, and I would just react to something and just randomly hope it works. And I'm starting to find out that that's a recipe for just inconsistency and uh, having an unorganized structure for how I frame these videos, which is for having done this for almost a year now. Um, I think it's important to have a structure on how I do things. Um, and I need to work on that myself, is having a consistent schedule with this. Because I really do care about it, but sometimes it feels so overwhelming that I don't know what I want to do. Um, and part of me at the moment is trying to figure out if I want to take it in a more debate type direction, or if it's more of a reaction direction, or if it's more of a Bible study sort of direction, theology critique direction. I mean, it could go so many different ways, and I like doing everything. I like, you guys can see everything. It varies from me talking about Islam, Mormonism, to atheism. There's really no bounds for the length and limit of what I could do and what I want to do. But I do know that I'm limited, and I can't do everything all at once. And so, I need to put this away. I just realized my headphone was in my ear still. My beautiful fake blue Five Below AirPods. That was fun. Um, Put over there. Um, and so I'm constantly having to question, what am I doing right with this podcast, and what am I doing wrong with it? Um, and recently it's just this podcast is all I think about, and I get so overwhelmed that I just end up not doing it. And so the it becomes so overwhelming that I just freeze. Um, and so I might need some suggestions from people in the comments who are listening to this. And it would be a great blessing and honor if you guys could give me suggestions on what to actually react to. It would make my schedule of uploading videos way more consistent, if you guys did do that. Because I would get ideas from you guys, and I'll have to do 100 hours of research on to find a single video of like, oh, I could actually do this within an hour or 2 hour time span. Because a lot of the stuff that I react to, is only 10-minute long videos. Most of the stuff I do watch in my own free time, which is hours and 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 hours of stuff per week. It's like 3 hours per video, and that obviously would take way too long for me to even do a YouTube video on. Um, I mean, I could break it up into a series, but I'd rather just not do that. Um, so I would love to get some suggestions from you guys on what I should do in the future. It would help me out with upload consistency because I don't have to frantically panic and search around every single day and still not find it. What I want to react to, what would be helpful for you guys. I know there's a lot of subjects right now in the Christian YouTube community, faith community that could need to be talked about right now. And maybe you guys need my insight, or wanted my insight, or think I could be a light in the darkness per se on some of those topics. I would love to help out with that. But again, I'm limited. I can only do so much. So, I'm doing what I can. But this is just a brief episode. For my Thursday. Well, it's supposed to be a Wednesday episode, but I'm a day late, so we'll call it the Wednesday episode. Uh, but being that as it may, I'd love for you guys to give me ideas on what to react to, because it would you guys would hear from me a lot more if that was the case. Um, so we're gonna keep on still doing this on both my Spotify and my YouTube. Continue my ministry either way, but it's still going to be a lot harder to be consistent without getting suggestions from commenters, because I find someone who likes to be in YouTube comments a lot myself on Christian theology, stuff like that, and religion debates, it's always insightful to research what people tell you to look up, and then they can refer you, which is I love YouTube having that feature where you can look at the time and you can click the timestamp of a video and it takes you right to that moment of the video. So I would love to get something like that in my comments. Yeah, don't be shy to give me your suggestions of what I should talk about, my stances on issues, um, and yeah, that would have to be the grand overall idea of my video today. Because recently, just finding something to write on, not write on. Well, I might be writing a book soon. That's a different subject. Um, recently, it's just a random. Um, recently, it's just been harder and harder to find motivation to um keep on searching and searching and searching and searching and searching for videos to react to when I only have 12 hours in a day that I'm actually free to do stuff. Now it sounds like a long time, but when I have work stuff, and then I have um family, friends not so much anymore. But um it still becomes just a painstaking chore and a task to try to find a video to react to. Because there's so many subjects that I could talk about. Um and a jack of all trades is a master of none. And I want to specialize in an area on my ministry. So if someone could give me an idea, that would be wonderful. Um, and I'm not trying to stretch this out to 10 minutes, although it seems like I am all this yapping that I'm doing. Um, yeah, that. And also, I had an idea. I might, because I have a gaming channel, um, and I have an experience in uploading, video games with me playing them and making jokes and doing face cams in it. Um, There's a guy named on here named Redeem Zoomer. You guys might have watched him. I've seen him quite a bit around recently. He has he's a Calvinist. He's a Presbyterian. If I think he is a Presbyterian. I don't know exactly what denomination of Presbyterianism he's in. But anyway, he's done quite a bit of Minecraft gameplay, which is pretty cool. And he basically, while he's playing Minecraft, you can see his gameplay, but over it he's talking about theology, which I think is a great idea. Um, and I might start doing that. I mean, that's the way I can reach out to my generation, Gen Z, because Gen Z, we are all a bunch of idiots, and we don't like to even confront the idea of God. And I'm not talking about me, but I'm talking about my generation. My generation hates, loathes the idea of God. And so I think the best way to reach a generation who we all grew up with watching gaming videos with commentary, I think it might be one of the more beneficial things I've seen from people like Redeem Zoomer, who actually um, reach out to people in my age range, or even older, or even younger, like Fortnite, iPad, tablet kids, um, skibbity toilet kids. I think it could be really, really beneficial for the gospel and the message of Christ to bring to them through video games, because everyone gets along over video games, um, and I'd rather be upfront about why I would be doing these gameplay videos. It could be a direction I'm taking. So right now, for the moment, I like this presentation of how I'm doing these videos. Uh, and I this is how I plan for my ministry to be. But if I need to take it to like a gaming channel, what I might do if this gets big enough, and I feel like doing that, if I get enough support and enough questions and comments and concerns on the comment section of these videos or emails, whatever the contact form may be, I would rather doing it that people can pay attention to, and theology geeks like myself could watch these videos while watching gameplay and hearing theological commentary at the same time. I mean, who doesn't, as a theology geek like myself, who doesn't love that? And so I saw that idea on YouTube by Redeem Zoomer, and I was like, that is a great idea. Because I grew up a gamer as well, so I would never knock the idea of doing a gaming commentary with uh, theology commentary over the gaming gameplay and stuff. And so um, today is December 21st. Um, It is 4 days away from the celebration of the birth of the Messiah, Jesus Christ, the Son of God. I'm excited for it. Um, I got my family some nice presents. I hope they got me some nice stuff too. So, I guess we'll cut it off there. I hope you guys have a wonderful. Well, no, I'll still have one more episode out on the. I'll probably do an episode on. Well, it might be. I might be doing a Matthew chapter 1. This not because everyone think I'd be going to the book of Luke for the birth of Jesus story, but that's what everyone does on Christmas. I'm going to do something a bit different for the Christmas episode, which is going to be the 24th, Christmas Eve, and I'm going to be doing probably Matthew chapter 1, a review of the lineage of Matthew chapter 1. Um, and we'll do that on the 24th. So thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate all of you. I love you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Go to my Spotify and my YouTube description if you haven't already. If you're on my YouTube, look up Theta Ministries and Podcast. You'll find me as well on there. This is episode 43. This is just a brief overview of a reach out, an open hand to ask my audience. Please give me ideas. Please. I'm begging you, on my hands and knees. To give me ideas on things to react to. That way, not only can I produce more content for you guys, but you're also getting potentially, because I am a gamer, potentially cool gaming videos with commentary over it. And I don't think Redeem Zoomer copyrighted this, but if he did, then the case is that I'm going to be copyrighting him. I'm going to be stealing it from him and trademarking it so we can't steal it back from me. Yeah, so let me know about your guys' ideas in the comments. Always open to suggestions and critiques and so forth. And yeah, sorry. I'm sorry that this wasn't a great big critique video or a Bible study video or even a gaming video yet, because that's in the making so far. Or that this wasn't a debate reaction or a YouTube video reaction that I've done on my podcast already or this channel. I just wanted to make sure this gets out to my audience in general. And you can always go to my comment section on my YouTube, and I will be checking that daily, and I will be looking at your suggestions and all that stuff. And so, yeah. So, and I might be, if the community gets big enough, here's a big announcement as well. If the community gets big enough, I might make it a Discord server for people to join and have like an open forum server with like VCs, voice chats, and the rest to meet the rest of people in the Christian community. So, love you all, and I will see you later. And you know what I always say: Godspeed. I found it.